My name is Madison Goodge. I live in Cohutta and I go to school at Lineage Elementary School. I heard about Lineage Journey. My dad started showing us girls' videos. It was starting out with the Middle Ages, kind of Reformation time, and going on from there. It's gone up to Ellen White. My favorite was probably the one about the diet of worms, or verms, however you want to say it. I'm always excited to tell more people about Jesus, and I was really excited when I got to volunteer to help out at our devotional. And I decided to do it about Martin Luther, and so I gave a little talk, about a 1-minute talk about just some stuff in his background. He was, who he was, where he was born, that kind of thing, his background. And then we watched the Lineage Journey about the journey and the diet of worms, and how he said, "Here I stand, I can do no other." And everyone really enjoyed it. They were all asking, where did you find that? And Mrs. Brown actually had to write it up on the board, Lineage Journey. So everyone could kind of look it up, and it was really cool. And they all very much enjoyed it. I learned some extra details. We got a new set that was kind of like the old blue books. But it was a new set, and the last book had stories from the Reformation. They told some of the details. The Lineage Journeys told oftentimes more details. So I knew the stories, but they would give extra details. And some of the stories I didn't know, but most of them I did. What I thought was very much important about what Luther did was that he stood up for what he believed, that there were no relics, that there were no saints, that the Pope was not the God on earth, that if you could convince him from the Bible, he would look at that and see how that works. If you couldn't, he wasn't going to take any new beliefs in. And that was something that a lot of people had done at that point. Several people had. But from history, he could have seen, such as John Huss, they had been burned at the stake. And to do that would have been very, very, risky at that point. And so he stood up for what he believed in. And I really liked the story. Matthew 24 really unfolds the story that Jesus tells, what the signs of the times are, that we need to stay true to Jesus.